Ron DeSantis. I knew I liked you. Ron DeSantis is endorsing the idea to abolish property taxes in the state of Florida
Yeah.
and has shared exactly what needs to be done in order to make that happen. Because property taxes are local and not state, it would require a constitutional amendment, and we would need 60% of voters to approve to be able to reform or even consider lowering property taxes. Could you imagine?
I can.
That would be phenomenal.
Who's gonna tell her? I see people haven't learned from no state tax. I see people still believe in these politicians. I mean, just the other day, people were saying, I don't like Ron DeSantis. Now people are saying, oh man, this guy is great. Oh man, and let me guess, you guys didn't read the details. Look, I got you because listen, I know you guys are reading the headlines and you guys are like, man, Orlando, you don't know. We need to all move to Florida now. Yeah, because you didn't read the fine print. They're gonna get you every single time. But I'm going to explain it to you so that you don't make the horrible mistake of thinking you're going to get zero taxes in Florida. Oh man, these guys are funny. But listen guys, my name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel guys. Hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. We're also trying to get to 200,000 subs and we have a lot of viewers that are unsubscribed. If I give you value, please hit that subscribe button. Also too, you know what I'm about to say. I have a newsletter and it's completely free. You cannot beat it. And then also too, guys, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I'm your guy. I've been in London for almost 20 years and I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment in the description, guys. Let's jump straight into it. If you guys haven't been noticing, real estate agents, politicians, and a bunch of other people that will all benefit from this, they're all saying the same thing. You won't get this anywhere else. You won't get this anywhere else. You better come back to Florida. Matter of fact, more people need to come to Florida because we don't have any state tax. And guess what? We're about to have no property tax and it's going to be crazy here. Everybody and their mom is going to want to be here and you're going to want to be here too.
Sure.
And look, guys, it's almost past, right? It's already past their house. It just needs to go through a little bit more steps. And from what everybody's saying, it's looking like it's going to go through. But listen, I'm not going to be the messenger. Let Mr. Ron DeSantis tell you himself. He's been going on a campaign letting you know, Florida is the place to be. Buy your houses today.
All these snowbirds that have these properties, some of these wealthy people that buy these and live in them, you can tax them. You can still do the taxes, what you're doing on Airbnbs.
Right.
There's a lot of ability to tax and be able to raise revenue for the things that really matter. We also have some rural counties. We have 32 fiscally constraints. You know, Miami-Dade, Palm Beach, these are powerhouses. I'm putting in my budget the revenue to totally backfill every one of those rural counties. Wow. So they're not going to miss a single thing. I've got a big surplus. Why would I not do that to be able to help them?
But you are picking favorites. Sean lives there. I have a house there as a secondary house, so I'm still paying taxes.
Yeah.
So clearly you like Sean better than me.
Yours is not homesteaded. Sean left New York.
Yeah, I know.
Well, here's the thing. You know, if we were starting a society from scratch, I don't think taxing property makes sense. I think you would rather have consumption. But we are where we are in Florida, so I've got to figure out, because I don't think we could eliminate them for everybody and then deal with the schools. I do think you can do the homestead Floridians, the Florida residents, and be able to get it. So, and here's the thing, young families. So like if you're young, you have young kids, you buy your first house, that value is a lot higher than what it would have been 10 years ago. And that's true anywhere in the country, but particularly in Florida. Well, your tax basis is a lot higher. And so the person that's your next door neighbor that's had a home for 30 years, they're paying way less in property tax because they have the homestead protection.
Could you guarantee that the next governor wouldn't bring back the property taxes? Because when Sean was looking for houses in Florida, he'd say, I love this house, I could afford it, but I can't afford to pay these property taxes in addition to that.
So if this goes to the vote voters, they approve it, that will be part of Florida's constitution. So you'll have constitutional protection for your homesteaded
awesome.
resident.
It's
and
a
it
great
cannot be
idea.
undone by a politician. The only way it could be changed is you have to go to the ballot and have the people amend the
People will be
Constitution
able to get a
again.
better house.
Did you guys see at the very end of that how she jumped from, oh man, well now you can buy more house. They went from taking a savings that you were supposedly getting, right? And they went straight to you buying more house. That's what they want you to do. They want you to buy more house. That's the name of the game. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Orlando, maybe she misspoke, did she? Did she? Because that's what people expect you to do, not Orlando. See, if you get savings, I want you to keep it. I don't want you to overspend on an overpriced home. So you're overspending on a home that is overpriced already? Does that even make sense? And these guys want you to do it.
Garbage.
And if you guys haven't noticed, he talked about every demographic in there. He said young, old, first-time home buyers, schools, parents. He's going after every demographic saying, hey, look, this is the best thing for everybody. But here's the thing that I need you guys to catch on. Remember in that conversation when he said, if I had to start a society over again, I don't think taxing property is how we do it. I think it's consumption. What does consumption mean? He flew past that real fast. What does consumption mean? That's sales tax, guys. That's sales tax. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
And see, listen. No one else is gonna tell you this. No one else is gonna tell you this. They're trying to go from no property tax for homeowners to property tax for everyone in the form of sales tax. So remember you guys that are living in Florida, but you're not buying because it was too expensive. These guys said, how do we charge renters and people who don't want to buy a house because it's already too expensive? I got it. We can milk off of them. We can give everybody else who lives and has a home in Florida and is a resident of Florida, we will give them a tax break. But we will tax everyone else in the state of Florida. Now, some would say, well, Orlando, that sounds like they're going to make more money from the sales tax than the property tax. Oh, man. Oh, look, you're catching on. Listen, we're going to dive deeper because that's not it, guys. I'm going to give you the full-blown thing, but I need you guys to see what's happening here. All this is doing is causing division in residents who live in Florida. You have the young people who think all the old people are getting everything. Then you have the old people who think, I've worked hard enough for this, so I do deserve this. And thinking that the younger people just need to work more to get to where they're at. But regardless of who you think is right and wrong, that's not the point. The point is, it's supposed to divide you guys. And when it divides you guys, we can pass the laws and nobody won't see anything happening because you guys are too worried about things that have nothing. Let me say it again. Nothing to do with the subject at hand. You don't believe me. Well, let's just take a look.
Boomers in Florida are trying to eliminate property taxes entirely. And when you understand what this actually means, you'll realize it is the biggest generational wealth grab in history.
Yeah.
There is actual political momentum behind this. People like Ron DeSantis are expressing their support. First off, boomers already get massive tax breaks. If you're over 65 in Florida, you get $50,000 off your property taxes every year just for being old. But apparently that's not enough. So now they want to eliminate property taxes completely, and it would have to be replaced with revenue from sales taxes. And who do you think pays the most in sales taxes? It's us. It's people buying cars, buying furniture, everything that you need to start a life. Younger people just spend more than old people. Meanwhile, they're sitting in houses that are fully paid off buying what? Like Insure and blood pressure medication. So basically, they want us to fund their tax cuts through our spending. And which is rich, coming from a generation who on average paid $600,000 into the Social Security system, and they get $1.2 million back. So they literally doubled what they put into Social Security taxes. Meanwhile, 45% of Gen Z thinks that we will never...
Okay, that's enough. But we get the point. You think that boomers are getting everything, right? I totally get it. I understand. From your aspect, you're saying we are going to have to pay the most of that sales tax. And I totally understand the reason why you would be mad about that. But, how about instead of getting mad at boomers, you get mad at the politicians that are lying to you, that are telling you, hey, look, this is a great deal for you guys. Because most people in general, it doesn't matter if you're old or young, they're just going to say, no sales tax, sign me up.
Shut up and take my money.
And once you are divided, then they can pass whatever. Because you're just going to read the headlines. You know a politician isn't. You know a politician isn't. Let me say this one more time. You know a politician isn't going to give you the details.
Fact.
But guys, this is the part of the video where we go into Orlando University. And I'm going to explain to you. And give you some video evidence too why this is a horrible idea. Because it's not what you think it is. Now, all my students, I need you guys to pay attention. There will be some people who will be like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. And they're going to fast forward through. But you're the one who's not going to make this mistake. You are going to be the one who doesn't make the mistake. Let's go ahead and dive in deep into this bill. So let me just explain it and then I'm going to go ahead and let someone else drop in a few nuggets. But let's start off first with getting rid of the taxes. First of all, guys, let me explain this to you. If you get rid of taxes, you're going to get rid of infrastructure. You're going to get rid of your local governments. You're going to get rid of police officers, firefighters, and then also schools. Now, I hear people in back say, Orlando, did you read it? Did you read it? It says that all of those, you are correct, but except the school. The school, they're not gonna get rid of taxes for schools for properties. And you're right. You're right. So let's make this make sense. You will get rid of everything around property taxes except the school. But let me explain to you the taxes that you guys pay on property taxes, since they won't be getting rid of those. Let me explain that to you. That is 60% of your bill. So let's just say you're paying $1,000 in property taxes. You still will have to pay $600. So you still get property taxes. It's just you have to pay the school mileage portion. That is actually 60% of your bill. So in actuality, you don't get property taxes cut at all, really. I mean, you get a discount. You get a 40% discount. But other than that, you still are paying property taxes. Listen, we're not done yet. But you're gonna have to add in the fact that not only is the government getting rid of that, but majority of people still have to pay 60%. 60%. That's $600 you still have to pay in property taxes. But sales tax is gonna go up for everybody.
Wait, what?
So they're double dipping. They're telling you they're gonna get rid of property tax, and then they're giving you a discount on property tax. I'm gonna let someone else finish it, guys. This is the reason why you gotta read the details.
Update on Florida property taxes. It's a mess. It's so confusing to people because they don't sit and read an article, they read a headline. It is only for your homestead properties. That is not an update, that is from the beginning of time. So 30 to 40% of Florida houses are homesteaded, meaning a primary residence. That's it. If you own a rental property, you're still paying the full boat of taxes there. The second change, it was going to be an instant elimination. It is going to be rolled out as an increase in homestead exemption over 10 years. So right now, if you're a married couple, it's 50 grand. Next year, it'd be 150 grand, then 250 grand, so on and so forth. So there'd be a 10-year runway for the government to figure out how to spend less money instead of losing all the money at once. Meanwhile, they're still going to be funding schools. Number 3 thing to be aware of, it's got to pass with a 60% vote on the ballot. So it's got to clear the legislature. And then the end of this year, when there's the elections and there's voting, it has to hit a 60% rate to pass.
Look at that. Look at that. And it's even actually worse. When you add in the fact that people who have rental properties, Airbnbs, those still individuals still have to pay the full amount, which, listen, it is what it is. It's the cost of doing business, right? But listen, this is the point that I'm trying to make. My point is they're lying to you again. These corporations, these politicians that you guys believe in, you heard the lady in the very beginning. I knew I liked this guy. Ron DeSantis is the best. And here's the thing, the way that she says that, you can tell she didn't like him before. Now that he tells you guys, you're gonna get property tax gone. It's not gonna exist. But it's not really actually that. It's not really actually that. He's actually double dipping on you guys. He tells everybody, you guys aren't gonna have any property tax. Only for you guys to find out that you're only getting a discount. Only a discount. And then he's gonna raise a form of property tax, which is sales tax. And he's gonna put it on everyone. Everyone.
So Florida politicians keep saying eliminating property taxes will save you money. But here's the reality. Governor Ron DeSantis first pushed the idea last year, and now Florida lawmakers are debating repealing property taxes on homestead properties. Property taxes fund our public hospitals and health services, firefighters and EMTs, local schools, and disaster response in our neighborhoods. And according to the Florida Policy Institute, one proposal already passed by the Florida House could blow an $18.3 billion hole in funding for these services that we rely on. And if that revenue disappears, guess what? The cost doesn't. It likely means new fees, higher taxes somewhere else, or just cuts to local services. We'll end up paying more while the politicians who caused the affordability crisis refuse to pass practical solutions to lower costs or raise wages. So the real question is, does eliminating property taxes actually save money or just shift the cost somewhere else? What do you think? Leave your comments below.
Did you guys hear that? 18.3 billion.
Damn!
How do you think they're gonna make that money up? Now, again, guys, maybe you have no problem buying a house that is overpriced. Maybe you don't have a problem dealing with an insurance citizens that is insolvent. Maybe that's not an issue for you. Maybe, the hurricanes and the weather, it isn't an issue for you. Maybe the special assessments isn't an issue for you. Maybe what's coming up is getting higher sales tax. Maybe that's not enough for you. Maybe, maybe upcoming bad hospitals, upcoming bad police officers or departments are no safety at all. Let's even go worse. Schools, the education for the children, gone.
I beg your pardon?
Maybe if all of those things, maybe if all of those things aren't an issue for you, then hey, listen, I can't stop you. Go ahead and do what you got to do. Go buy that house. Go buy that house in Florida, because at the end of the day, if all of those issues don't bother you at all, then what I'm talking about won't faze you at all. You're doing good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Now just tell me how it is a year later, a couple of years later. Just go ahead and write me an email and say, Orlando, I bought a house 2 years ago and everything, all of my costs are lower than they were the last year before. Listen, I'll be waiting for that email. Anyway, guys, I could talk about this all day long, but if you love content like this, please join the Patreon. We do exclusive videos over there. You will love it. Also, too, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you to your first rental property. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.